Hi there guys, in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Imagine by John Lennon. So the song is in the key of C and here are the chords that you need. So we'll start with a C major chord, and to play that we're going to have finger 1 on C, finger 2 on E, and then I use finger 4 on G. So instead of simply playing the chord as a block like this, you can break the chord into two, so that you play the top two notes, E and G, and then C by itself. So you can go top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. So you could play that 3 times like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Now once you're done with this, you can now add a B to that chord. This will make the chord into a C major 7. Okay. So a C major 7 is simply a C major chord plus the 7th note of the scale at the top. Right, so we're going to break this major 7th chord into 2 again. So the top 3 notes, so that's E, G, and B, and then you can play the C by itself. So we're going to play just the C major, 1 and 2 and 3, and then you add the 7th, like that. So I'll play that one more time. So 1 and 2 and 3 and major 7th. This now takes us to the F chord, okay, or chord 4 in the key of C. So for that we are going to play, again I'll keep my thumb on C, now have finger 2 on F and finger 4 on A. So I'm going to break the chord into 2 just like I did earlier. I'll play the top 2 notes and then the C. 1 and 2 and 3 and... So now I've got the C chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and major 7th to F, 1 and 2 and 3 and... From here I'm going to play these top notes of F one more time, but I'm also going to now play a little embellishment, and the notes that are played here are B flat and B. So you're simply going to go, so it's F and A followed by B flat and B. So now we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and major 7th, F, 2 and 3 and then you come back and do the same thing. Okay. In the left hand we're simply going to be playing C, C, 2, 3, 4, then it goes to F, 2, 3, 4 and back to C, 2, 3, 4 and then F, F, 2, 3, 4. So your left hand is simply playing the roots of the chords. Alright, so I'm going to put together the left and the right hand. So now I've got 1 and 2 and 3 and major 7th, F, 2, 3, embellish, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and... Okay, so that's basically what's played in the intro, but also in the verse. So I think let's go to the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus is the part which goes Imagine, oh. Okay, so that part starts with an F major chord, and I'm going to play the F that I've been playing throughout. Actually, what I like to do, so you could play this F if your hands are not big enough, but actually I like to play a big 4-note chord in this section, or rather big 4-note chords in this section here. So I'm going to play my F with finger 1 on C, finger 2 on F, finger 4 on A, and then finger 5 on C. Okay, so I'm going to play, again I still break it into 2. I play the full chord followed by the C. So I'm going to go F, and I'm only going to play each chord twice in this section. So I'm going to go 1, 2. From here I'm going to play I like to think of this as a C6 chord, right? And by C6, I mean you're going to have your thumb on C, you're going to have finger 2 on E, and then you're going to have finger 4 on A, and then your pinky on C. So the only difference between this chord and the first one is really just one note, which is F, which turns into E, like that. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so I'm going from F to C6. Okay. After this, the easiest way to think of this is to play that F again. But this time, instead of just twice, play it 4 times. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I put those chords for the pre-chorus together, I've got F, 1, 2, and then C6, and then F 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. From here, I'm going to go to a G. Okay, so for my G, I'm going to play... Again, if your hands are small, you can simply play D, G, B, but if you want, and you can, I mean without feeling too much tension in your arm, you can have your pinky play a D at the top. So you could go... Okay, or if your hands are small, you just play... That's how you can play your G chord. Okay, so if I put the chords for that pre-chorus together, we're going to go... to C6, to F, 2, 3, 4, then here's the G, 1, 2. Okay, what I like to do, I play that twice, and then I'm going to now start thinking of a G7 chord. Okay, and to play G7, I'm going to have my regular G in root position, so that's G, B, and D, and I use finger 1 on G, finger 3 on B, and finger 5 on D. So I'm going to go... Again, I'm still breaking my chord into 2. So I'm now going to let these top 2 notes, the B and D, which is a third, I'm going to go up in thirds. So I'm wanting to really think of B and D, going to C and E, and then going to D and F. Okay, so I'm going to go... But in between, I'm going to be sounding this G here. So I'm going to go G, G again, and then G. So I'm going to go living for today. Okay, so I'll show you one more time. So from the regular G in root position, G, the B and D go up in thirds. You could even play the full G7 chord there. Okay, so again, what's G7? It's a G major chord plus the flattened seventh of that key. Okay, more on seventh chords a little bit later, but for now, just know that you go up in thirds. Okay, so I'm now playing the entire pre-chorus. So I'm going to go... Sorry, let me do that again. So I'm going to go F to C6 to F to 3, 4 to G. I go up in thirds, and that's the pre-chorus. Okay, so I'm going to play the song from beginning. I'm going to go verse and then pre-chorus. Okay, so here's the verse. Imagine there's no heaven, as if you try. No heaven below us. It's quite difficult to play and sing, actually. Now the pre-chorus comes here. Imagine what we haven't spoken about, and although I was showing you now, is the left hand for the pre-chorus. Okay, so for the left hand, when you play the F, you're also going to play F in the bass. Actually, what's interesting is how this left hand is simply a bass line. So you're going from F and moving down step by step. Once you get to C, you play G. So it's imagine all the people, then G. Living for today. You play that G twice. So I'll put that together with the chords, that bass line. Remember, it's just a descending bass line, then it ends with a G. So here it is. Now here's the G. Okay. And now let's go to the chorus. So for the chorus, our first chord is an F. So we're going to play F. And you can play an F bass note in your left hand. So you could play a big 4-note chord if you can, otherwise you can play a 3-note chord. So we're going to play F twice and followed by G twice, and then you're going to go to C. Okay, so here it is again, F. You may say I'm a dreamer. Okay, so you could play that that C once and turn it into a C major 7. Okay, so you're going to go C, C major 7. So it's F twice, then G, 1 C, and then C major 7. After this is an interesting chord. The chord is E7. So to play E7, you're going to have finger 1 on E, finger 2 on G sharp, finger 3 on B, and then finger 5 on D. So this chord is E7. Okay, and to play that E7, again we can break it into 2. Like that. Actually, I like to play the simple E chord and then add the 7th after. So I'll play the G sharp and B together, followed by E. Then I'm going to play G sharp, B and D, followed by E. So now if I play that whole chorus starting from the F, you may say, and then I play it again, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And you go to G. The song ends with the C. Okay. And transitioning back to the verse, there's a little bass line that's played there, which is simply going up step by step from G. So after and the world will be as one. Okay. So the other thing that I did there, which I think I hear on the recording, is when this is playing, there's a little C here that's answering. Then the song starts again. So that's basically the entire song, Imagine. Okay, so feel free to try that out. If you've got any questions, please make sure that you leave them in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. Your support will really mean a lot to me, right? Give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, and please do let me know what other songs you'd like me to teach on this channel. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.